Hello everyone, I am Rituja. Today I am here to teach you a chapter from class 6th subject Science. It's the chapter number 9th, Motion and Types of Motion. We will quickly go through content to learn what is going to be covered. First, we will try to know what is motion, its types, and example of each. Let's start with trying to know what exactly is a motion. To understand motion, we have to understand displacement. So consider any object, take a pen, pick it up and keep it at some other place. Now what exactly we have done here? Just changed the place of the pen. This change of place is called displacement. When we say an object is in motion, it continuously undergoes displacement. If we keep on changing the place of an object again and again continuously, object goes on in continuous motion. So, we can say definition as on screen. The continuous displacement of an object is called motion. Here are two examples for an object in motion. So, in the first picture, there is a boy kicking a football. He had applied a force by kicking the football, and the ball will be moved from one place to the another. So, we are setting the ball into the motion. Similarly, there is another image of pottery making. Here, the wheel is continuously in the motion, which is giving shape to the clay to form a pot. Here are types of motions which we'll study further. There are major two types, linear motion and non-linear motion, which are subdivided into different motions. So, linear motion is divided into uniform linear motion and non-uniform linear motion. And non-linear motion is divided into oscillatory motion, circulatory motion, periodic motion, and random motion. We will learn each one of them with the help of example. So, the first one or the first part is linear motion. Linear motion simply means the object shows displacement along a straight line. It will always follow a straight path as written. An object in linear motion shows displacement along a straight line. And linear motion, where an object moves in a straight path, is called linear motion. Now see, here's an example. The train moves along a straight line on the railway track. There is no deviation or curve for a specific time. So, we can say train is in the linear motion at that point of time. Now, linear motion is divided into two forms. So first form is uniform linear motion and next is non-uniform linear motion. So first we will study uniform linear motion. Uniform linear motion is when the distance traversed by an object along a straight line in unit time is continuously the same. The motion is called uniform linear motion. We understand from the word that it is a linear motion. So, object will be moving in straight line. Uniform here means object traveling certain distance in a unit time will always be same. Now consider the image of car. It is moving a straight path on the road. Suppose car has traveled 10 kilometers in 10 minutes. So every time you record, the car will always cover 10 kilometers in 10 minutes at any point. Similarly, 20 kilometers in 20 minutes and so on. Now we will see non-uniform linear motion. It will be opposite of uniform linear motion. When a distance traversed by an object along a straight line in unit time keeps on changing, then this motion is called non-uniform linear motion. Let's understand this with the help of an example. In the picture, you see girl sliding down. If you check at any unit time, the distance traversed by the girl will always be different. So, here girl covers unequal distance in equal interval of time in a straight line. So, this is non-uniform linear motion. Now, we will see some example of non-linear motion, as well as we will study with the types. So, non-linear motion is the motion of an object that does not move in the straight line is called non-linear motion. This is the very simple definition of it, that it does not have a straight path. Anything that does not follow straight path is a non-linear motion. In the given example, the boy is throwing a ball which is not the straight path. So, it is said to be non-linear motion. Out of specific, there are 4 different forms we shall study here. So, first one, oscillatory motion. So, the motion of a body that is oscillating, means moving back forth, is called oscillating. Anything object moves in repeated variation is called oscillatory motion. So, take an example of swing. So, swing will go back and forth every time. The swing is moving, that is an oscillatory motion. Next is circulatory motion. The motion of an object in a circulatory path is called circular motion. Similarly, as we have learned that when the object follows a straight path, it is a linear motion. Same that way, when it follows a circular path or in circle, it's called circulatory motion. Now, with an example, we will understand. We all have sat in a giant wheel some or the other time. So, this giant wheel always moves in a circular motion, which may vary in constant speed or non-uniform, with change of rate in rotation. This is circulatory motion. Now, we will see the next, that is periodic motion. The motion on an object which passes through a certain point again and again after a fixed period is called periodic motion. See here the example where we have considered hands of the clock. Here they are moving after every interval, they are coming at the same place. So, motion repeated in equal intervals of time is called periodic motion. Now, next is random motion. The motion that changes its direction and speed continuously is called random motion. For example, you can see the butterfly moves in zigzag manner and not in straight line. So, this is the example of random motion. Now, here is one more concept that we are learning in this chapter. It is speed. The distance traversed by an object in unit time is called as speed of that object. So, what we have understood? Take any object that has moved a certain distance. The time taken to cover the distance, we called it as speed. And how we calculate it? We calculate it with the help of formula. That is, distance traversed divided by time required for traversing the distance. So, distance divided by time will calculate the average speed of that object. And we calculate speed in unit of kilometers per hour or meters per second. So here we have completed with the chapter, that is motion and types of motion. Thank you.